What's up, guys and gals? Welcome back to the Nerd Castle. Today, in the world of indie games, we're going to be checking out Immortal Realms Vampire Wars, a top-down, turn-based strategy game where you are effectively a vampire lord that is given reign over a human area or principality, and you need to balance yourself out in order to harvest the blood that you need while at the same time raising armies and doing diplomacy and all that kind of fun stuff. I think the game's going to be pretty cool. I've played through the tutorial, which took probably about 40 minutes, and so I vaguely know what I'm doing, but we're going to dive on in. We're going to play the first 30 minutes of the game or so and see if it's something that you wanted to add to your wish list, or if after watching this video it's something you would rather pass on. Let's go to the campaign menu and give this thing a run. Alright, so we've got Dracul Act 1, A Night to Remember. A storm is brewing in the northeastern reaches of Warmont, and the night sky is tainted blood-red by flames blazing on the horizon. Whispered rumors have reached the rulers of the Dracul clan, Vlad and Cecilia, that something strange is happening at the border to their realm. They have sent out one of their minions to investigate. Alright.
The mist-covered mountains of Warmont have belonged to the Dracul for as long as historians can remember. It is our kingdom and my home. Here we have gathered our strength and raised new initiates from amongst the human population, granting them the gift of immortality. Even my beloved Cecilia was once human, and now she reigns by my side. Together we have shaped Warmont, unchallenged by outside forces. But moonlight is not the only illumination this night. Flames rise towards the sky, and sounds of battle echo in the night. It makes me wonder, what news will arrive with the dawn?
It'll probably be bad news, considering the last picture was like of a giant column of flame going up into the sky. Spoiler alert. Like, I'm not trying to ruin the exposition here, but there was a giant column of flame. I live in California, where the entire state just turns into a giant column of flame at least once a year. And, you know, when you see the column of flame, you move southwards. It's the way it goes.
It looks like our minion is returning from the fire. Do you think it's a raid from our northern kindred?
It's unlikely. They prefer scheming over direct confrontation. But we're about to find out. Show me what you have seen, minion. It seems the aggressors are human raiders. They've put our village to the torch. We will have to crush them quickly before they gain a foothold. I will rally our knights and prepare to—
Why don't you let me handle it? I can head out with the Thin Bloods, give them a chance to whet their fangs.
These fanatics would like to burn more than villagers.
You worry too much, dear. Let me hunt them down and bring you their hearts.
Very well, but be careful.
I always am.
See, that's what you need right there. You need a strong lady that drinks blood by your side to help you out when you're ruling over the land.
Than to rise up against us. Forward, my brethren. Let us take back the nearby keep and put an end to this little rebellion at once.
Okay, so there's going to be like a bunch of things that we kind of want to look at here before we even get started. So our army down here will have action points, which are denoted by the little symbol next to the horse, or you can see them at the bottom of the screen right here. So we've got like 3 actions that we can take. We have the Dracul Forest. The object of war is not to die for your country, but to make the other bastard die for theirs. Apparently, I can recruit feral wolves from this area if I wanted to. We also have a city right here, which has a population. The population is a good thing because it allows us to get blood points, which are listed up at the top of the screen. Blood points are going to be the main catalyst for like our magical spells. We use blood points to recruit units. Effectively, everything in the game more or less comes from blood points. There are like some slight exceptions to that rule. But, you know, by and large, everything costs blood points. Let's go ahead and move on over to here. We've moved into this area. I don't know if it's actually going to allow me. Yeah, it hasn't unlocked it. So normally what will happen is when you have a unit selected right here. So we have Cecilia Dracul. She's got 2 units of spearmen with her. And then she's also got some thin blood archers. These are basic tier 1 vampires. They're very, very weak. They're basically the younglings. Like, they are immortal. But for all intents and purposes, they're basically human beings that can't go out in the sun and drink blood. Like, they don't really get a whole lot of the bonuses of being a vampire. We could recruit right here. Normally when you click on a unit, there will be a bunch of actions above her head that she can participate in, and that's how you would get these wolves right here that are in the Dracul Forest. I assume those are for later on in the mission, so we'll just kind of leave that behind for the moment. We do have the opportunity right here to consume all population for blood points. Don't really want to do that. I kind of want these guys to, you know, stay on my side. Where was that keep at that I was supposed to be investigating? Dude, that's way down there. That keep is like... It's pretty far, man. It's pretty far. It's going to take us a hot minute to get down there. Can we recruit anything at this village? No? All right, well, let's go over here, then. We've got a wishing stone. What does that do?
Rebellious humans. It's time to feed, my kindred. Leave no mortal alive.
You're damn right it is. It's time for us to feed, man. We're about to get on out here. We got to express our blood-drinking hegemony on all these little douchebags. We've got wishing stones. We get extra AP, blood, mana, or more. But I can't capture it right now. All right, we'll wait till next turn, and then we'll battle these guys. I was kind of wondering if... Oh, they are going to attack me. Huh. Braver than I thought they'd be. So they've got some peasants right here, and then they've also got some spearmen. So effectively militia. Not really anything that we need to be worried about. Then again, we're fighting with like vampiric militia, so we'll run them into each other and we'll see how it goes. Battles in this game are fought more or less in the same way that you would fight battles in Heroes of Might and Magic. If you've ever played those games before, you have a square grid. You go based on initiative. You move your units around. You attack. You get bonuses for flanks, all that kind of fun stuff. Apparently, we have Cecilia Dracul, who is a restorative character. Heal units with cards or abilities to rank up. All right, sounds good. I will do what I must. We have Blacksmith's Curse over here. Grants riposte, which makes retaliation attacks deal full damage. That'll be nice. I'm okay with the placement phase, actually. I'll probably try to block some of these chokes off. What's that right there? The Empowering Remains. They will give you 20% attack. That's one thing that's kind of cool about this game is these randomly generated battlefields. They have like these little strategic areas that if you take over them and you hold those little spots, you get certain bonuses just for having been in them, which is really, really nice. Put you guys over here, put you guys over here, put you guys right there. All right, so battle... I will put Cecilia right there. I really like her spear, and I really like the physics that they've got going on the spear, like the halberd or the glaive or whatever it is that she's battling with. We'll go ahead and put these guys right here on top of that. Their spearmen are going to move up. Okay. I would like to... Let's send these guys off to this side, maybe to flank around. Hopefully Cecilia can hold for long enough. I'll bring these guys out to flank as well, just in case, and we'll kind of play around with the idea that we want to play around with. We do have spells down here at the bottom that we're going to be able to use. We have Life Drain, we have Bloodstorm, we have Bloodlust, which a target allied unit will lose its health but gains attack. We've got Arcane Barrier, so target unit ignores the next source of damage dealt to it. This is all going to cost us mana, which is listed right here above our character card. We've got Celerity. That'll give us 2 movement and 2 initiative. Okay. And then we've got Stock. I'm going to go ahead and put an Arcane Barrier on her. So there we go. She now has an Arcane Barrier, wonderfully animated to make it look all cool. And if you rotate around, you will see that it is a big blue sphere. I like it. This is one of those games that, like, there's a lot of... So usually, like, I've noticed a trend is that vampire-related games tend to be kind of, like, low budget. But actually, they've done a really good job with this game and, like, all the portraits and all the spell effects and everything else. I'm sort of interested to see how it's going to develop with time. These guys are going to run up. My barrier's going to eat that. She's going to riposte for full damage. And hopefully, we'll be able to break through there. We have archers over here. I would suggest the archers fire, just to deal a little bit of damage. Those guys are going to move and get stuck right there. I would suggest we put Celerity on these guys so that they move 2 more squares. And then we'll move them up to here, and we'll see what we can do on the next turn to get around and flank these guys so that we're hitting them from all directions. On this side, we're going to flank these guys. There's a little bit more damage. These spearmen are really, really weak, but they're very, very tanky. So keep that in mind as you're playing. They should be okay. She's killed off some enemies right there. Happy about that. Don't really want to attack them while they're sitting on top of a Yeah, I don't really want to attack them while they're sitting on top of on something that gives them a bonus. So I'm just going to hang out here and we'll kind of wait and see what these guys do.
We serve the Dracul.
We're going to come around. We're going to get a reverse flank from right here. Pow, 19 damage. Actually not that great, all things considered. You guys fall back. There's no attacks of opportunity, so we should be okay. Pull in behind him. Get a little bit more damage off. Now that you're in behind these guys. Actually, protect the archers. These guys will hold for a little bit, and they really have no way through, in all honesty. Oh, never mind. We get a back-to-back turn. Well, what's not to love about back-to-back turns? Who doesn't enjoy that? You come on in here, and you can't shoot and move on the same turn? I was hoping they could shoot and move on the same turn, but I guess not. A little bit more damage right there for the Thin Bloods. Looks nice. We'll get it all nice and tacked up. Yep. 2 damage out right there. Don't really care about that. The riposte is going to finish off the combat, and we are victorious against the peasants who have risen up against us. Should know better. Should know better. There's a reason he's called Vlad the Impaler. I'd never rebel against a guy called the Impaler. I'll rebel against all kinds of people, but like if your last name is the Impaler, like nah, I'm solid. We've got Inspire Troops, so target army will gain +2 AP. It's a nice little spell.
Immortal rebels knows no boundaries, taking up arms against their masters.
Yeah, no kidding. What's our win condition right now? We just got to get down there and take care of business. All right, we have the option to do a wishing stone right now. We'll get a random bonus from it. And these guys are a little bit beat up. We've got Bathe in Blood. All units in the target army will heal for 60% HP. That's probably a good idea. We're maxed out on blood points anyways, and so we might as well... How's my income 0? Oh, it's from the Lord upkeep. Okay, so we're producing 5. Gotcha. Do I have like a forced migration card or anything that'll like build up the population in any of these cities? Oh, it grows by 1 per year. Very nice. Okay, so we're not even at the end of the year yet. We have armies with action points. I don't know how far out I want to push these guys. We have the Dracul Cave down here, which, if you wondered, it's much better than the Drahat Cave. That one is very, very unpleasant. Mostly used for like yoga. Bikram, as I recall. The Dracul Cave, lots of bats inside of there. They find it pleasant and happy. There's a ritual site over there. What can we do at the ritual site? Oh, we can we can upgrade our Bathe in Blood card. Interesting. Okay. So it'll turn into a full heal. Nice. I don't suppose... Fog of War is clearing out. It doesn't look like we can really claim anything right here. So normally, when you're playing the game, like this army will have a number of like little tiles or buttons above this little icon right here. That'll be things like claim this tile, recruit troops, you know, split your army, all that kind of stuff. Wow, that village is pretty stacked up, dude. They got like horsemen's and stuff. Oh, we do have recruitment. Let me fall back. I'm going to go back to this city right here because we do have recruitment via this card. And so while we can't do like the normal recruitment method like we would have in normal gameplay, we can use a card to get it done. And I think that's a pretty wise idea because some of the armies down south are looking pretty gnarly. We're going to play Thin Blood recruits right here. Yeah, because we can afford it.
The mortals prove a bigger challenge than expected. These reinforcements will serve us well.
Oh, I guess it summoned them from right here. Yeah, let's go ahead and merge those two armies right there. So now we've got like a much larger army to mess around with. And we can go veterancy, which will be really, really nice because that'll beefcake out these guys and it'll give them all effectively some combat XP. I don't know if you've ever played Rome Total War or any of those types of games, but... exact same thing here. Let's go ahead and we'll move back down towards areas that we can invade real fast. I feel better about the size of our army. We also have a hero, which gives us a pretty big advantage. It looks like it's not even tracking the timetable right now, so I don't even know. Yeah, normally there's a date down here instead of a turn, and each turn is like a season. And like there's stuff that happens yearly, there's stuff that happens seasonally, all that kind of stuff. Let's go beat these guys up and take their village. We have a likely victory. I'm not going to auto-resolve it because if there's anything I know in life, it's that auto-resolving anything in a strategy game is always the worst idea possible. It almost always comes out with a worse resolution than you would have got if you had just fought it yourself. Oh, what is this? Like a healing fountain? Yeah, we want to take that over. Okay, so you guys get over here. I want all my melees and whatnot. Get them all up front. We've got our archery column right here. That looks good. What is this? The Monument of Sorrow. So it'll restore 2 mana on every attack. Very nice. And what do they have up here? Empowering Remains. Okay, I'd like to fight them around this healing pool right here. If I can. I'm not going to rush up on them like super aggressively hard. But I'd rather they not have access to these healing pools. This will also force the ones on their left flank. They're going to join this combat a lot later than the ones on the right flank. Those guys have nowhere they can go, so I'm just going to have them wait on their turn. You guys wait too. I'd rather get... yeah, I need these spearmen and whatnot to get in formation before we do anything too crazy. I'd rather not have like a front-facing battle right here. I'd like to be able to have the opportunity to flank or do something, but it's looking like we may not get the opportunity to do so. I'm really hoping that our hero is going to be able to do something gnarly here and really kind of hold it down. I'm going to go with, we've got some mana we could play around with. I'm going to do an arcane barrier on them. Just in case these dudes decide to write them down. Oh, they can't. There's a campfire right there. I didn't even see it. Oh, feels bad. Okay, so we've got 35 damage to a unit. Heal your lord for the same amount. Not really too curious about that. I feel like we're in a good spot. I'm going to leave her where she is and wait for my turn later on. Oh, nice. They gave us a flank right here. It looks like they're just going to pool up. Which, weirdly enough, I'm, like, sort of okay with.
Servants of Dracul.
Yeah, go ahead and fire over there. Let's focus everything we've got on the horsemen for right now because they seem to be the biggest risk. So we'll keep as much damage on the horsemen. There's 29 right there. Very nice. They're going to hit back, but my barrier is going to eat that. That should have turned their flank, which will allow us to get a little bit more damage off. I may, in fact, fall this unit back over to here. Yeah, just so we can hold this little gap right here. Oh, it's to my units. No, it's not. Never mind. I can hit the enemy with that. Nice. Okay, let's double turn up then. I think she should more than be able to turn this flank by herself over here. Just my opinion. She got a double turn. If you're wondering why, it's because I waited on her last turn, so she was the last person to act, and she's so fast that she's the first person to act as well. I really am not looking forward to fighting these horsemen right here. I think I'm going to have to move these guys out and refresh them. You guys, yeah, keep firing right there. We've got like a really nice killing field in front of us. Don't like that very much, but I can live with it. You guys get the flank right there. Very nice. You guys fall over into the healing spot. You guys move forward, get the double flank. What a maneuver. That was a really, really nice maneuver right there. I'm happy with it. Now that we've killed most of the enemies, we can take our leader and we can push her on out. The last thing we want is those archers getting plus 20% damage because archers already hit pretty hard from safe distances. And I would just rather not deal with that. I can make you guys ethereal if I need to. Are those horses down right there? I believe that they are. Okay. Let's get the full flank from right there. Yep. Goodbye, peasants. Have fun sleeping the great and eternal sleep. I'm going to have you wait right there. Let everybody else finish off the combat. Very nice kill. I would like to see some kind of meter or some kind of indication of how much XP they're getting in order to get their next veterancy level, I guess. I was trying to search for the words inside my head. I'm kind of tired right now. It's been a really, really rough week. You gotta hang with me. Things have been really piling up, and I feel a little bit kind of like under the waves at the moment. Good battle, though. That battle resolved actually without any losses, which pleases me. Makes me very, very happy. She's got meditation, so we will replenish some mana right there, should we require it. We've also got mobilize, which looks like it will cast on any recruitment building to recruit a unit for 10% cost. Can we recruit here? Oh, we can get... I want wolves, dude. Oh, I want wolves so bad. Yeah, give me wolves. Yup, the wolves sound super cool. So they have lunge. Oh, really? They can attack diagonals.
More reinforcements. Let us push forward.
That's kind of hot and spicy and sexy. Yeah, let's have my herd of wolves head over this way to meet up with the rest of my main vanguard. She's got 1 AP left. It looks like we can heal. I would suggest that we do that. We can do the healing ritual. We also have some cards over here that we can play around with. I don't know why that's lit up. I honestly don't know. Oh, I can upgrade it. Okay, cool. Let's go with an upgrade to... Let's see here. Target ignores the next source of damage dealt to it. Mana cost is reduced. Cooldown goes down to 1 and range increases to 9. So that becomes like a rapid fire barrier. We've got the barrier takes 2 hits, which is kind of hot and spicy. We've got the barrier removed mana cost. Oh, so when the barrier is destroyed, you get your mana back. All 3 of those are pretty solid. I could see how all 3 of those would play into certain strategies. I'm going to go ahead and do the one that refreshes the fastest, though. There's also, if you click this right here, there will be points. Our legacy for our bloodline of vampires will level up as we get further on into the game, which is kind of cool. Alright, so I need to regroup with my wolves. Let's bring them on down here. We will merge these armies, and I think they will get her grandfathered AP, which is really great. Like, hell yeah. That could not be better. Apparently, I could have gotten some acolytes from down here, too. Oh, I could have got wolves from right there and saved myself a bunch of time. Weak, dude. Weak. Maybe I should attack that city, too. I don't know. We're all out of recruitment cards, so... I figure we kind of just hit them with what we have. Oh, apparently we can buy a new card over here. What is that going to cost us? Yeah. I'll buy Mobilize. Mobilize is good. I like Mobilize. I mean, I got to use it on a... Oh, actually... Nice. Give me another pack of wolves. I love it. Yeah, auto merge them on in. I like enemies that can attack, or I like allies that can attack on diagonals.
What is the meaning of this? Surrender or die where you stand.
Surrender? This is the dawn of a new age. The human empire has arrived to bring us salvation and to end your reign of terror.
I mean, fair enough. But, like, are you sure that my reign is one of terror? How do you know that my reign is not one of light cuddling and touching and candy? Apparently, they think this is going to be a close battle. I don't think it's going to be a close battle. I think we're going to break out the whooping stick on these kids. I think they're going to neither be spared the rod nor any other blunt implement I can get my hands on. He's got retribution. Okay. I mean, I can tell you exactly where I'm going to fight this next battle. We just kind of have to hope that we don't get pinched. I'll send the wolves over to deal with this errant group of peasants on this side. Yeah, this should be alright. Move her to there, I guess, for right now. I prefer that Spearman gets smacked first, since I don't know exactly how far he can move. He's got an ability called Charge, but he doesn't have anybody adjacent to him, so he won't get any benefit from the charge, I guess. Not super positive what his play was right there, or what he felt like the right idea was. What is the range on these little dudes? They have a range of 5 tiles. That's actually pretty gross, man. Wolves. I have jobbies for you. Go, my doggos of war. Go.
We serve the Dracul.
As far as spearmen go, we're going to have a little bit of like a traffic jam over here. So I'm going to need to wait until these guys can move around. I'll probably put them in right there.
The blood gives us strength.
You guys go follow the wolves up, actually. We've got 2 choke points right here, both of which are kind of nasty. You guys... You guys continue around the flank, too. I'm going to have them hold on this side, and then maybe we'll be able to push. And if we can hold right here, I do think that there's a possibility. I think they'll probably try to get them. So I'm going to put the barrier on them. I don't need drain life just yet. We're going to wait and see what happens with our turn. Apparently he's casted something that puts shielding on all of them. Very nice. That was actually kind of what I was hoping was going to happen. The horses are going to reroute to this side to fight with the wolves and deal a grip of damage. It looks like the wolves are actually not that stiff of chin, so that kind of worries me. Alright, you guys get rid of the flank right there, please. I think I'd like for the wolves to hit over here. I'm actually sort of getting the feeling, though, that the wolves aren't going to be able to do much against the horsemen. So I'm going to bring up spearmen, because I think spearmen get some kind of passive bonus against fighting against them. Hopefully we can push through at some point, but I'm not going to hold my breath on it. These guys right here are ready to rock. The shield will be back up and ready to go really soon. They're not taking a lot of damage, which is nice. They should be able to face tank that pretty effectively. I'm going to do a Bloodstorm right there. I know that, like, the Bloodstorm is kind of a risky ability to run right this second, but wasn't exactly what I wanted to accomplish right there, but I think I can live with it. He's hard flanked, so he's going to start taking some very, very serious damage. They've apparently healed. It's not good. Nope, don't enjoy that very much. Archers, go ahead and finish him off so that we have a little bit more room to wiggle. They're going to AoE me. Okay, feels bad. Yeah, wolves, keep on whittling, man. Those horsemen, they've got a stiff chin on them. They're kind of tough to deal with if you don't have, like, a ready-made plan all ready to go. These guys are going to push up, but I think they're coming in too little too late. Hopefully they don't have a hard flank right there. Otherwise, we're going to run into even more problems. Go ahead and, spear them up. The faster you bring down the horsemen, the better off we'll be. I do like the way that dead bodies, like, stay on the ground and stuff like that until the unit is actually fully vanquished. That's a really nice feature. I would say maybe... yeah, drain some life right there. I'd like to keep her HP up. Oh, it's these guys. Yeah, we really got kind of like, the map got us here. Like these chokes. We just didn't have the initiative to get control of these chokes fast enough. And if we had, I feel like we would have been in really, really solid shape. But we just kind of lacked it. We needed to get, like, more units up there a little bit faster. And then we could have forced them onto their heels. Luckily, we had enough ranged units to make up for the fact that we're stuck at that choke. So, like, normally, like, half your armies wouldn't be able to attack when you're stuck in those situations. But in this case, we didn't end up getting owned like that, so that's good. You guys... yeah, push on in there. Get rid of them. The more veterancy, the happier I will be. Like, for every unit we kill, I'm pretty sure we're getting XP or something like that along those lines. You guys serve the Dracul. We'll serve the Dracul over here by dealing some damage. Yep, we'll finish up these archers right here, and that should be good. I mean, this is pretty much like the end game right now. You know, if you guys could stop AoEing me, that would be great. I feel like the archers are soaking up most of the kills right here. These archers are vicious little bastards. They're mean.
Servants of Dracul. Yes, my lord.
Be quick about it.
Alright, so let's finish these guys off and we'll call it a battle, shall we? Very nice. We got plus 15 blood points from a
The
sacrifice
human
right there,
empire
so...
Here in Warmont, I need to investigate this further. If the Empire is here, where is their main force? I will need to move through the wildlands to find out.
Ah, okay. We've got Violent Rumors, which is a win condition. We got to go find... We finished that off. Now it's giving us a good one. We got to cross the wildlands. Okay. We've got a few more recruitment cards that are being thrown to us. I assume that's just in case we took losses, but honestly, we went through that and kind of like stomped face. So, my name is Splattercat. This game is called Immortal Realms Vampire Wars. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Leave a like on the video if you want to see more or you'd like me to play a little bit further. Aside from that, you can also check out my Twitch stream. You can check out my Discord. All of those things will be listed for you down below. I'll be back tomorrow. Thank you for being here, and I'll have something hot and fresh for you off the Indie Skillet tomorrow. Bye, everybody.